When you got to campus first year, did you like what year are you in now?
I'm second year.
Second year. So do you feel like you found yourself or you lost yourself when you got to campus?
Both. I don't know if it's fair to say both, but I think I lost myself and I found myself.
I found myself because literally I love music and I wasn't aware of that there's like choir music on campus. So last year I was not in a choir, so this year I tried to find some information on the
singing.
Choir. Yeah,
okay.
So I love singing a lot.
Wow.
Well, I will be honest, I think personally I found myself more at campus than I ever did before.
Why? What happened or what was the changes?
Well, first of all, being away from home, it's obviously you need to be on your own now, so you need to look after yourself, and except for that you meet a lot of new people, and new people seem to change you in a way, but it also helps to find yourself. So we meet friends that's similar like you or very different. You actually seem to find yourself.
Okay, so I lost myself in terms of part of myself is doing things that I'm not used to doing. In terms of social life as a whole, I party a lot. And I'm guilty to say it, but I just have to say it. So I party a lot. And I get intoxicated a lot. But then I found myself in terms of, I don't know, but since I came here, I'm able to focus on myself, growth. It sounds like a contradiction, but trust me, it's happening. I found myself in terms of a lot of things. I can focus on school and my career because I'm not only a scholar, so to say. So, yeah.
Last year, I think I found myself.
How?
I got to do everything that I wanted to do. I even got to apply for leadership within the residence, and I got it. So it was great. Like everything was going well. I was partying, but nicely. I wasn't overdoing it. I'm still the same person. I still don't drink, but I do party. So I got to do everything, but it wasn't under peer pressure. So I think I found myself. I really got to. I'm so free.
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
I grew up
Yeah.
actor. I've been acting since grade 4. And then this is my first year as a drama student.
Wow.
So definitely getting to mingle with people who love what I love. Man, it was just jelly on top of everything.
Yeah.
I found myself even more. I got to share stories and I understood, it's more than just acting in this industry. There's behind the scenes, there's this and that. I learned a lot. I met bubbly people as I am. And man, being on campus is just life.
Tell you something, right? I am an introvert. I don't make friends easily. But now when I sit in class, I speak to them and everyone. I know them, I get their numbers, I know their names. I'm more independent. I drive. I'm not scared to be trying things.
Wow. And yourself?
Well, I don't have friends. I didn't want to make friends.
Why not?
It's so much work to find friends. People will only be friends with you if they benefit from you. So I cannot deal with that.
But how are your friends though?
No, because we come back from the same hometown.
Okay.
Building that thing. But Jay in varsity.
Wow, that was a deep question. I've been here for about 3 years now. But to be honest, I would say I did lose myself. But luckily, coming into this space, there are structures that allow you to find yourself. Not necessarily find yourself, but get to know yourself better, or create yourself, or reinvent yourself. That's something that I'm really about. I don't think I'm going to mention the residence, or can I? Can I mention? Coming to Legatum was a day residence that I came to. Shout out to Legatum. When I got there, there are leaders in place that sort of give you the proper advice and mentors, and
Okay, so now you found yourself.
Yes.
So how did you lose yourself? Get deep into that. I'm trying to understand.
When you get here, personally, my experience was the environment is quite toxic. Something that you see, the environment is quite toxic. And it's something you're not used to. You come out of your parents' home, and now you come into this entirely new university, and you expect people to be somewhat mature, and then they're not necessarily mature, and now you have to deal with conflict and all those things. But it's nice growing.
I'm an introvert. I
I get terrified around people, around a lot of people. So I found my voice, like to speak out, to say, okay, I don't like this, or I like this, or just raise your hand in class if you have a question. I'm able to do that, or in a group setting, I'm able to say, okay, this is my opinion, this is how I feel this should go, or whatever. But before, I never ever used to speak up, ever.
To be honest, I used to be very quiet, and I used to be the person at the back of the classroom just checking everything out. I know now. No. I'm a bit more verbally. I talk to everyone, and I'm more, extroverted than I used to be.
So what are you studying?
I'm studying criminology and psychology.
Do you love it?
I do like it. It's very interesting. It's quite difficult sometimes, but it's very interesting. I love it.
So it's not, you don't have any other hobbies like singing, dancing?
I like to sing in the shower sometimes. It's lovely. Okay. And I like to draw.
Alright, so seeing that you love drawing, you love singing in the shower.
Yes.
Wouldn't you study music? Wouldn't you study art and get into the drawing part, get into singing?
It would actually be very enjoyable. But I must say, I do enjoy my course. Okay. But I have to do something else. I maybe do education. I love people now.
So what are you? You're not only a scholar, what do you do? What else do you do?
Okay, so I do a lot of gigs, part-time MCing, modeling as well. And I also
study. So what do you study?
Integrated organizational communication.
Wow, do you love it?
Okay, 60% yeah, but like actually 40% I love this course that I'm doing, but like 60% I love emceeing and doing a lot of gigs.
And what are you studying?
Bachelor of Sciences.
Do you love it?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I do.
Any hobbies, interests?
There's a lot, but yeah.
When I applied for university, I knew I needed to do something in the business field. So I applied for Become Gen. But now that I'm studying it, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Okay. So now I'm thinking moving to psychology, meeting my old friends in school, catching up, finding out what modules I need, blah blah blah.
So what are your interests like? What do you love? What is that?
Definitely not accounting and not economics. Nothing to do about the world economy.
Yes. What are you studying?
I'm studying law.
Do you love it?
I do to an extent.
Okay, so you don't love music, drama?
I've always thought I was the very artsy type. Like I always thought I was more creative, but I think law sort of gives me that platform to make that difference that I want to make.
Oh, okay. What are you studying?
Education.
Education. Do you love it?
Way too much.
So you wouldn't leave education for music?
No, I won't. I take music as part of my entertainment part because that's literally how I used to participate in school.
Now I'm studying Become Investment and Management.
Do you love it?
Yep, I do love it.
So you wouldn't leave school just for fashion, seeing that you love fashion?
There's no guarantee that I will get the goal that I want if I go to that route. But here I know there are a lot of opportunities.
So why do you think that you'd never find the goal that you want in fashion? What is that one thing you're like, no, this one, if I go to fashion, this is not going to work out? Because some people take risks and...
Well, I'm not a risk taker, I believe. Because in fashion, I think there are not a lot of doors to knock at. So in this career, there are plenty.
Okay, cool.
There are plenty.
So would you rather leave the MCing for you leave school for MCing?
It depends. If I do find my breakthrough, then I can leave school. If it's something solid that I know is definitely going to bring in cash, money, it's all about the coins these days, then I'm most definitely going to leave school. But if it's not something tangible, then I think it's better to have something to fall back on, instead of just leaving something for something that you're not sure if it's going to work.
Meaning that you don't love what you're studying, you don't like it. How do you deal with the exam stress? Do you have any anxiety?
You barely pass, that's what you do.
Sure, so you just hang in there.
You just hang in there. You pray, dear Lord. It's just pass.
Wow. But I think you guys will be fine. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you barely there?
What keeps me motivated is eventually I get a job and earn money.
Yes.
And that's what keeps me, okay, I need to work because I want a job. My end goal of life to go to university is to get a job.
Okay.
So I can earn my own money.
I love everything. I feel like with BSc, like I know that I'm like stable, you know, with something. I feel like if I get like that, I can also do something.
So if any motivation you'd like to give to someone that's like, yeah, see, I just want to carry on with my MC, I'm leaving school.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this, if you want to carry on with your MCing or whatever you're doing outside of school, make sure to give it 100%, you know, focus, and make sure that you have a backup plan, because you don't sometimes always get what you hope for, you know. Sometimes it can go your way and then sometimes it can go the other way. So make sure that if you leave school for something else, it's tangible. You're able to push, you're able to achieve something out of it and make something out of your life out of that particular thing. So that's...
Wow. Thank you so much, Sia.
Thank you.